Okay, I've been bouncing this around back and forth in my head for the last couple of weeks, and I think it's best that I bring it to the public court of all of you. You know, we've got these terms we like to use for ourselves as individuals out in the world, just trying to make connections. One of the most famous ones is that of the hopeless romantic. It's like an archetype, the hopeless romantic. We've been talking about this person. Sometimes it's a self-proclamation and you say, I am a hopeless romantic. I know I can identify as one. But what does it mean? Is it good? Is it bad? I can't seem to understand it as one or the other. I think that there's a huge benefit to being a hopeless romantic in that you feel emotions so much more than those that are closed off to the joy, the heartache, and the process of being and falling in love. But I think that it's more than just the expectations we have on the relationships we enter and the chemistry that we feel with someone else. I think that being a hopeless romantic uh, has reality beyond just our relationships. If you are someone that considers themselves a hopeless romantic, you don't need to be partnered to feel the effects of being a hopeless romantic. So I thought I'd share the way being a hopeless romantic affects my life, even in my independence. And I'd love to hear from all of you, if you are a self-proclaimed hopeless romantic, what it means to you and how you define it. For me, being a hopeless romantic, I catch myself in a state of daydream for many hours of my day on the regular. I don't need to be alone or in my home with my eyes closed thinking about it. I can just open up a split screen in my mind and begin a fantasy. And I am so prone to this. I can be out in the world running tasks or errands or meeting with friends, colleagues, and I can have an active fantasy going on in my mind. Sometimes that fantasy can be so overwhelming, that daydream can be so compelling and encompassing that I realize I'm holding my breath and then I find that I'm dizzy. And that's part of the curse of my experience as a hopeless romantic. I'm just so prone to these enchanting daydreams. But more than that, I notice there's a sensitivity to music, maybe because I am a music obsessor and it is such a big part of my life. But for me, it's not just lyrics. You know, there can be very persuasive and intentional lyrics in, say, a love song where the vocalist is speaking, you know, I love you, I want to love you forever, or you mean the world to me, and all that shit. But I mean, it goes further for me. Instrumentation can stir up the hopeless romantic in me. Instrumental progression can provoke the hopeless romantic in me. And suddenly, anytime strings make their way into a melody, I melt. It just seems to be the automatic way to liquefy me. I go weak in the knees for it. And I think these are some of the ways that being a hopeless romantic uh, curses me, for better or for worse. But I'd love your definition of what it means to be a hopeless romantic and how it shows up in parts of your day to day life, whether you're partnered or not. Of course, like, favorite, and subscribe to me, and keep coming back here for more food for thought because I'm just going to keep sharing it.